Hello, everyone. Wow, we have another full house today. I'm sure that today's lecture will be a turning point in your life if you came here determined that you are going to make a difference, or that you will start your life anew. Today, I'll mostly be talking about the products that our company sells. Besides me, there will be explanations by other professionals as well. If you hear those explanations, and you still decide that continuing to use what you've been using all this time is still better in many ways than using the Atomy goods, you'd better not have anything to do with us. Period. However, if you think, I have to buy these daily goods anyway, Atomy products seem to be of better quality and price than what I've been using. It really doesn't matter whether I do this business or not, it would still be beneficial for me to use these products. If you come to this conclusion, please do this business. If you think like that, you're qualified to be a contractor. Let me tell you who shouldn't bother. Those who think, I'm much better off sticking with what I've been using, should never do this business. Never. Even if you tried, you wouldn't be successful. Why not? Because we all have something called a conscience. If you push other people to buy goods that you won't even use, you won't have the moral strength to lift yourself up when you're down and out. That's why I'm telling you to decide, first and foremost, whether you'll be able to use these products, regardless of the business prospect. Again, ignoring the possibility of doing this business, if you think being an Atomy consumer would be good for your household economy, then you should do this business. Selling those sorts of goods is very easy. If you introduce products that you already use and are of great benefit to other people, aren't you really transferring that goodness to them? Just tell them that you are a beneficiary of such a deal. In other words, spreading valuable information is a very easy task. Let's say you ran into a wonderful restaurant that was delicious and the prices were reasonable. It was so clean and its menu was so nutritious. Wouldn't you recommend it to your friends? You'd say, you want to try that place. The food is awesome. You'd take photos and upload them to your social media. Do you get paid an ad fee by that restaurant? You'd do it even if you didn't get paid. If you liked the movie you just watched, you'd go tell people about it, wouldn't you? The bottom line here is that once you fall in love with our products, it'll be easy for you to spread the word all around. Therefore, you don't even have to worry about becoming a good salesperson. Let me emphasize one thing to you, though. There are people who don't believe in themselves. It's tough out there, and there's nothing to believe in. I get it. Some folks don't believe in themselves or others and are full of doubt. They won't be able to succeed. Of course, you can't be naive and just believe everything. Still, once you're convinced, that is the truth. You must stick with your gut and move on. Unfortunately, there are people who don't trust anyone or anything. They don't even trust in themselves. Let's say you have used this low-priced toothpaste. It's affordable for everyone, right? You've used it and you liked its quality. Yet, you're not sure of yourself. Folks like that can't tell if they like it or not. They think they might, but they're not convinced that they could recommend it to others. These types are just deep-rooted, skeptical people. Let me tell you why you should believe what you see and hear, though. You might not be an expert in manufacturing these items, but you are an expert consumer. You've been using toothpaste all your life, so you can tell if it's better priced than what you used before. Can't you? Right? You've been using toothpaste all your life, day and night. Therefore, you can decide whether this product is better priced or of better quality than others you've used. You must have faith in that conclusion. All you have to do is tell other people about our products based on your experiences. Some of those people are bound to like our products for their great value, and thus will become interested in purchasing them. Next, you should show them how to sign up for membership so that they can conveniently buy our great products. In the meantime, you'll run into several people who will be serious about starting the Atsme business. It's not necessarily easy for you to sell the business. However, there is a very simple way to do it. All you have to do is invite them into our system. Just bring them along to this kind of seminar. Simply tell them to give the lecture a listen. In addition, there are thousands of Atomy video clips available on the internet sites such as YouTube.com. You can find tons of my lectures there. Have your people keep listening to those video clips. In summary, instead of trying to deliver the message yourselves, you should utilize our system of seminars to spread the word. That's how you build your business. We hold hundreds of these seminars all over the nation and the world. Again, just bring your partners along and have them sit with you. That's why I'm saying anyone can succeed with us. Our products are the result of a strategy called Mastige, which refers to selling goods of absolute quality at absolute prices. In other words, we sell goods of prestigious quality that are usually sold in pricey department stores at the mass purchase prices of discount stores. What's noteworthy about us is that we determine the quality before the price. First, we lock down the quality. Then we worry about how to price the product, which must still be lower cost than any other on the market. The bottom line is that we don't sell cheap goods at cheap prices. Once, I met this ridiculous person. These are priced a little less than $1. He texted to me that there are 10-cent toothbrushes in China. We also have 10-cent toothbrushes in Korea. They're sold at saunas. Have any of you ladies ever seen these toothbrushes in the sauna? They cost something like 20 cents, right? How good are they? One use crushes them. And if you use them twice, your gums will bleed. Of course there are cheaper ones out there. Our goods are long-lasting, and you can rest assured that our products are of the higher quality. Again, we ensure the quality first, and then we worry about the price. I'm saying with confidence that if someone dares to compare our toothbrushes with the cheap ones in discount stores, have them compare the quality of those dollar ones with that of ours. You can't find this kind of quality from $3 toothbrushes. I'll tell you how I decided on this one. I bought a bunch of toothbrushes from discount and department stores. I bought all the available toothbrushes and personally used each of them. My gums soon became swollen due to overbrushing. Of course, there were a lot of poorly made ones, but however good the toothbrush may be, if you brush 10 to 20 times a day, your gums are going to give out. They're a part of your skin. Gums are very sensitive skin, and toothbrush bristles are made of engineering plastic, which tends to be very strong. If you actually cut off the tips of the bristles, they look like this. Bristle tips are all very sharply shredded. They're basically serrated and wind up scratching your gums. Your gums then become infected with germs and develop gum disease like gingivitis. I am emphasizing that bristles must be in a rounded shape like this. Our toothbrush bristles are made this way. You can feel the difference between these when you brush with them. You should immediately get rid of those brushes that tear up your skin when you use them on the back of your hand. Just by changing your toothbrush, most of your gingivitis trouble will disappear too. I assure you. Let me ask you a favor, though. These brushes are not only soft, but also very durable. Therefore, there are people who will just use these forever and don't plan to ever switch to a new one. It's a good idea to change your brush monthly. Yeah. You shouldn't save money on these sorts of things. I'm happy to see Atomy toothbrushes when I visit people's homes, but sadly, they are often completely worn out. I wonder if those brushes are used for teeth or for cleaning shoes. After using a toothbrush for about 1 month, you need to get a new one. Marking the first day of the month as the new toothbrush day is a very good idea. That's the flip side of the well-made durable toothbrush. I know. Of course, these brushes are antibacterial and coated with gold particles. It's very important to keep these brushes well rinsed. Occasionally, food residue can collect in them, which can attract and feed germs in a humid bathroom. It doesn't matter how good the brushes are. Change your brushes on the first day of every month. Throw away all of your kids' brushes and put new ones in the bathroom. Again, all of the items that we sell are of the highest quality that's available out there. No one can come up with anything better. We always focus on the quality before anything else. After that, we get into the pricing phase. I can't say enough about the quality of the goods we sell at Atomy. Take the example of our multivitamins. Not only do they contain the most vitamins and minerals per portion, the sheer amount that they contain is also the highest. They also have the highest content of natural ingredients. I dare say, our multivitamin products are the very best in the world. No other product even comes close. Atomy goods are the best quality out there. It's safe to believe that our quality is even the absolute highest possible. When I say absolute product or absolute quality, I don't mean relative. I'm not saying that we are better than others. I'm saying that no one can possibly surpass us. That's what I mean by absolute. I can't stress enough how important it is for every product to have absolute value. I say we must use the best ingredients in order to make the best possible products. After that is established, we go about the pricing. The prices have to be so low that no one else can undercut us. This is what I mean by absolute quality and absolute prices. There's a huge bubble in the retail industry. We're gearing up to sell dress shirts now. We're dabbling a bit into the fashion industry, you know? When it comes to dress shirts, 120 thread count ones are sold at about $170 in department stores. And some high-profile brands command up to $280. I'm just talking about 120 thread count dress shirts. When it comes to the seamstress labor, it's almost the same price for $30, $40, and $50 ones as it is for $180 or $280 ones. If you pay a few more dollars for labor, you can get a better sewing job. For example, if I recommend a $50 shirt that is of $280 department store quality to a man who wears $40 shirts, would he buy it or not? Of course he would. It has a distinctly different feel and color. Simply put, even though we strive for the best possible quality, we always have practicality in mind. That's how we merchandise. Those who can afford $700 dress shirts don't really need to bother with Atomy. Yeah. We're not really aiming for those folks. Atomy is ready to launch these quality guaranteed dress shirts, of which the fabric will never wear out, and the color won't fade despite daily washing. Once we begin the mass production of these shirts, we can bring down the prices significantly, down to half or even a third. What will happen? Let's say the dress shirts that normally cost $180 or $280 become available at a slightly higher price than you're used to paying for. That minor increase is because of the fabric and sewing labor, by the way. If that's the case, wouldn't you feel comfortable selling those? Wouldn't you? Right. That is the merchandising policy of Atomy in a nutshell. Look, Atomy is making its presence known in every corner of the world, and it's been a pretty smooth ride. I'm sure we will grow tremendously in the overseas markets. There's a reason for me to be bringing this up. They say that making a living will be tougher in the coming future. Furthermore, our children's futures will be even harder. We're now living in a time in which a college diploma guarantees nothing. In my generation, a good education meant a good life. If you couldn't get a job with a college degree, something was wrong with you. All college graduates found jobs in my time. What matters is that our children will have to face a harder time than what we went through. No one is at fault for this kind of phenomenon. It's just the way of things when technology advances. In other words, our world is headed in a direction where technology is developing fast, yet jobs are not being created. What are we all going to do about this? How can we continue to make a living? In my generation, if you went to college and had good qualifications, you did okay. Those days are over now. They're gone, especially for those in white-collar jobs, such as doctors, lawyers, CPAs, and whatnot. There are too many of them, and they are at each other's throats. Let's not make those fields more crowded than they already are. Forget about those jobs and focus on the only worthy profession, Atomy's auto salesmaster, which is passed down. Yeah. To your children, it passes down. Other professions, such as lawyer or doctor, can't be passed down to your offspring. Forget about studying for the bar exam. You're much better off being an ASM for Atomy. You must follow an alternative strategy and leap forward. You have to think completely out of the box. The days when your college education brought home the bacon are over. Okay then, those college-educated folk are having it tough. What about those who don't even have a college education? Yeah. Consider the lack of education as a blessing in disguise. Would you be sitting here now if you were a licensed physician? Your pride would have stopped you from coming here at all. Yeah. Now, all of you have come here today. I'm telling you that you just can't continue to live with this frame of thought that you've had all this time. You must throw away all of the ways of thinking you've held on to until now. You will have to anticipate and adapt to future ways of living. If you do, your life will become much easier. Do you know why you're struggling? It's because you have taken the wrong approach in living your life, even if you're reasonably smart. The knowledge industry society is over. Knowledge is now of the lowest value in a knowledge society. Those who didn't have much education start having hope. Getting good grades means little in this day and age. There's little use now for gaining knowledge. In this day and age, we carry knowledge in our phones. Therefore, the knowledgeable no longer control the world, but the fast do. All you need is fast fingers. Folks like you who have clear brains can see this vision through your unburdened minds. It's okay to have your brains clear because everything is in your smartphone. Maintain the wide open spaces in your brains. Look, those who have clear brains will be moved by my lecture and start planning on changing their attitudes in life. On the other hand, those with occupied brains will think my lecture is nothing new, and they will remain unmoved. They are reluctant to change anything. Get rid of any unnecessary knowledge in your cluttered minds. Occasionally, we have really well-to-do people join us. They are financially set, and their retirement is fully prepared. Despite having a home and a steady pension, they seek meaning in life by other means. They feel something is missing when they want to share with others. Additionally, they'd like to share opportunities for success with others who have it tough. Their own success is not enough. They've always wanted to help out the needy and bring good opportunities to them. But they couldn't find what they wanted. One day, they realize Atomy is the answer. They have big hearts and a deep desire to care for others. That's why they do Atomy. There are PhDs, former bank managers, and those who used to have high-flying occupations. These days, we see more people who are highly educated and held reputable positions in society joining Atomy. More and more young people are joining in this as well. I deeply regret that I can't possibly explain everything about Atomy to all of you today. Instead, you can go watch so many video clips on YouTube, and there are many others around you who can tell you more about us. I encourage you to take interest and dig deeply in order to see for yourself whether this business has the potential to change your life and the world that we live in. That's all, folks. Thank you for listening.